Hello, everyone. This is Letao, your astrologist and your spiritual counselor. Thank you so much for joining this month's Full Moon in Cancer Peak Empire reading. Very soon on January the 14th, of course, depending on where you are in the world. If you are in East Asia, it will be early morning on January the 14th. If you are in Europe, probably it's going to be around midnight time. And if you're in the States, it will be on January the 13th. We will be welcoming a full moon in Cancer. Now, first of all, for those astrology fans, you probably already know that Cancer is ruled by the moon. So when full moon is happening in Cancer, in a good way, it's talking about the moon being able to manifest its full power in the zodiac sign of Cancer. Because Cancer is emotional, it's nurturing, it's loving, compassionate, it's mother figure, right? When we look at the Cancerian energy. So when the moon there, the full moon is really strong and powerful. And it's very easy for the moon to manifest its magic. However, what we also need to notice that this is a full moon instead of a new moon. New moon, as you already know, each month we have a new moon and a full moon. New moon is always talking about the new beginnings, the initiations, and the seeds that we are planting. But full moon, however, it's the opposite. It's the culmination of the lunar energy. In a way, it's also talking about the completion, the ending, right, and the finishing point when it comes to the moon's development within a lunar cycle. Now, first of all, I really want you guys to reflect back on what happened around July last year. Because during that period of time in 2024, July, we had our new moon in Cancer. What kind of wishes did you make? What kind of affirmations did you make? Because since July until now, we're really seeing this lunar cycle from new moon to full moon over the past 6 months. And you can reflect on, for example, what have you achieved? What have you done and what have you released? Meanwhile, let's also talk a little bit about this new moon happening on the 14th or the 13th if you're in the US, what this full moon actually means. Now, we're seeing this full moon happening at 23 degrees in Cancer, opposing the sun at 23 degrees in Capricorn. Full moon usually is quite emotional, right? As you can tell, full moon is usually the time when we cannot sleep very well, when we are feeling the wolf is howling, right? The English word lunatic, crazy, right? Craziness comes from the word the lune, which is means the moon. So here we are. When we are having a full moon, and also when the full moon is in Cancer, when the lunar energy is really crazy, it's really kind of like out of control, what we really need to know is that what kind of emotional journey that we are really ready to put a period. Now, what do I mean by that is that Cancer is a water sign. Cancer rules emotions, feelings, right? Sometimes Cancer's feelings can be really intense and can be actually quite overwhelming as well. Now, specifically for this full moon, we're seeing the moon forming a conjunction with Mars in Cancer as well at the same time. Mars actually further boosts this lunar energy because Mars represents our action, our urges, right? Our passion. And so when the moon and the Mars sitting together, it's even making us even more emotional, right? Or emotionally charged towards an issue, towards a situation. Now, what is actually, at the same time, we're also seeing the moon forming an opposition with Pluto, even though it is a little bit out of sign. Pluto right now is at 1 degrees in Aquarius. The full moon is 23 degrees in Capricorn. So it's still a little bit like opposition because usually I will give the moon about 8 to 10 degrees orbs when we're looking at aspect. And so moon conjunct Mars opposing Pluto could also be talking about the insecurity that we're feeling deep inside us. Now, one of the weaknesses for Cancer is actually our emotional insecurity. Now, plus when we have Pluto there, which brings further suspicion. Now, this really tells us that we really need to look inward and understand that what kind of situation, what kind of connections that we are having a lot of insecurities about, and we're feeling a lot of suspicions about, and how do we want to release that negative feeling actually within us. The good thing I like about this is we're also having the moon forming a beautiful trine with Neptune and also the North Node. So what does that mean? Neptune is usually talking about the divine power of surrendering. This is about our spirituality, how we surrender ourselves to the universe and let the universe figure things out for us. So with this energy, what I will really say to a lot of our audience is if you're experiencing some very difficult emotions during this period of time, it's very important that you know how to release it and also know that use your own self-compassion and self-empathy, right, to really heal your pain. Neptune is very healing, okay, energy if you use it correctly. So once you can really surrender yourself to the divine flow of the universe, you will realize that things will naturally work out for the best anyway. Now, the North Node and the South Node are talking about the fate, right? The karmic points, the cause and effect energy there. So when the moon is forming a beautiful trine with North Node and the sextile with the South Node, it's also bringing back a lot of memories from our past lives. It could be saying that perhaps the challenges or the lessons that we are learning at this moment is because this has been maybe an old tendency that we have brought from our past life. But also through this lesson, we'll be able to transform ourselves into a new identity, a much stronger, a much better identity, a much better individual that we're trying to make. All right. So it's just a very quick analysis about this full moon in Cancer. Now let's get into the pick a card reading. We have already seen three different options that we have provided for you at the very beginning of this video. You can meditate on them and choose the right pile that resonate with you the most. And if you want to skip to your reading, you can also have a look at the timestamp below and go directly to your pile. Now, of course, today we're going to use Oracle of the Mythic Heroes and Oracle of the Celestial Deities, together with some other tarot cards and Oracle cards pull to complete your reading session. Thank you very much, everybody. Now, let's get straight into your reading. Let's start with pile number 1. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this reading session. You have chosen pile number 1. And on the picture, you can see a beautiful lady with a little bit kind of bluish background, and she has a moon behind her. Let's call this the lunar girl, all right? Now, if you have chosen this pile, perhaps you can really resonate with her energy, or you feel somehow really attracted to this image. So this is a reading for you. Now, first of all, we're going to look at what's your current energy that you're carrying with you, what could be blocking you, and also what could be helping you during this period of time. All right. Thank you very much, universe. Let's pull 3 cards for our group number 1. First card, your current energy is Venus. Beautiful. The goddess of love and beauty. What could be blocking you is Orpheus, the legendary musician from Greek mythology, and what could be helping you, assisting you at this period of time is Pan. Okay. Very interesting energy, group number 1. First of all, having Venus in the first house tells me that there's a sense of beauty in you. Venus is always about beauty, love, harmony, right? Relationships. Perhaps for a lot of you guys, maybe you're very artistic. Maybe you are an inner artist. You do a lot of designs, right? You like beautiful dresses. You care about the way you look, and you also care about how other people see you. At the end of the day, Venus is a little bit like that kind of energy, right? That we always trying to look for the balance between what I feel and what you feel. It's a very Libra energy anyway. Now, also Venus rules Taurus. So this energy could also be talking about us maybe wanting to enjoy life, eating delicious food, drinking nice wine, right? Really pamper ourselves. Venus, this energy could be very good when it comes to our self-love. And so what I would really encourage you guys is to focus on the energy, especially, of course, the positive energy that you are putting on yourself. Are you eating well? Are you sleeping well? Are you, wearing something comfortable? Are you, treating yourself the way that you want to be treated, right? So this is actually a major point for Venus energy. Meanwhile, for a lot of you guys, maybe you are thinking about love a lot because Venus is the goddess of love. However, one thing you do have to be careful with is that you have got Orpheus sitting in the position that is blocking you. Now, when Orpheus energy is not working the best way, together with Venus, this energy could be talking about you being very reminiscent about your past love. Now, this doesn't have to be about something very, very recent. This could be about maybe suddenly you might have a dream about an ex or someone that you loved a long time ago, right? Either way, Orpheus energy is about us looking to the past and maybe sometimes even a little bit stuck in the past. Maybe there was always that issue or that experience you had in the past when it comes to love and relationship, and you never was really able to put an end to it, or so to speak, find your own peace, let's say, within that situation. Now, one of the things that you do have to do is to stop going back to the past that much. Remember, we are actually having Mars retrograde still until the very end of February, basically. And specifically, if Mars is sitting in your fifth house, seventh house, or if Aries or Scorpio, these two signs are on the cusp of your fifth house and the seventh house, this could actually influence your love life a lot. And so what I will also say about this is whenever something from the past that, affects your mind, making you feel like, okay, but I kind of miss it. Why am I thinking about this person, right? Or you're just missing some kind of past love experience. Just know that, okay, we can miss a beautiful time, but also at the same time, we have to look forward. Now, one of the other things that could really help you is you got the pen sitting on top, which is showing what could be assisting you. What does that mean? Now, for some of you guys who are looking for love, I think maybe you're taking your past experience too seriously. Now, I think this has a lot to do with this full moon in Cancer energy. See, Cancer is memories, past, right? And our, what already happened before. And the full moon is about how we are being emotional about it and how we took it so seriously to the point that we don't really know how to not feel emotional about that experience. But Pan sitting on top is saying to you that, okay, we have got those experiences, but mm, it really depends on how we see them. I mean, do you want to use this experience as your advantage, or you just want to dwell on them and keep feeling sorry for yourself, or keep feeling unresolved, or maybe even feeling unfair about a situation? At the end of the day, Pan is a hedonist. Pan is more about having fun, having an amazing time, pamper yourself, right? Loving yourself, do things that are good for you. So, especially when it comes to love, I really think that whatever things that you guys experienced in the past, you should just see those situations as something fun that you did, like a challenge you took, or you gave someone a try, but eventually that didn't work out, right? But you should not take it so seriously to the point that you felt that that almost like wrecked your soul, if you know what I mean. Okay. So just by the first three cards on top, I really feel that for a lot of you guys, you need to adopt a little bit more happy-go-lucky attitude when it comes to love, when it comes to life in general. Okay. Now we're gonna continue. We're gonna pull three cards from our um, Mythic Tarot. All right, let's have a look at your general progression, okay, for this full moon and see what the energy is saying to you. Okay, thank you, universe. We're gonna have three cards. Let's have a look at the progression for our group number one. Okay, Eight of Swords jumped out. Okay, so this is the first of all showing your mentality. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's almost like you feel you're a little bit trapped in your mind. It does not mean that you're actually trapped in your life, but it does mean that somehow you might be feeling you're trapped by something. Again, I think this has a lot to do with love and relationships, right? Or of course, this is a general reading. For some of you guys, this could be about literally a romantic relationship. For some of you guys, this could also be talking about maybe with a good friend in the past, but you are no longer friends, or with a specific person that you take seriously. All right. So first of all, we actually are seeing this feeling of being stuck in there, and then we got Two of Pentacles. Now, in a good way, Two of Pentacles is actually talking about having fun, right? In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, Two of Pentacles is having a joker, okay? Juggling, two golden coins in his hands. He's having fun. He's having a great time. And he's also being very flexible. So I think this could be a very important message for a lot of you guys. Also, at the same time, I also feel that for some of you guys, if you say, Letao, okay, I'm actually not thinking about love. I'm more thinking about maybe my financial situation. Because for those of you who are thinking about money, Eight of Swords and Two of Pentacles could also be talking about now you are facing, a situation where you might need to just juggle your money a little bit better. Eight of Swords, like what I said, could be saying that mentally you're feeling a little bit stuck in where you are. And Two of Pentacles could also literally be talking about juggling your money, all right, juggling your resources. So also, at the end of the day, Venus does rules money anyway, which appeared as the first house. So if you're thinking about money, finance, right, your cash flow, things like that, Two of Pentacles requires you to have a little bit, a strategy when it comes to moving your money around. Okay. Now, last card we're going to have is Five of Swords. Okay. Now, this card tells you that what is most important at this moment is you don't struggle with things that you cannot change. If things have already ended, they have changed, and try not to fight it. Try not to, it's almost like, no, it has to be this way. It has to be that way, right? Otherwise, I'm not giving up. I'm not gonna, one of the things about this Five of Swords energy is really telling you that there are certain things in life that we cannot change, specifically things related to your past. And so one of the things I do feel about this is you do have to understand how you want to build your healthy mindset and how to build your healthy balance, right? When it comes to dealing with different kinds of people and also different kind of situations. All right. Now I want to actually pull one more card after this Five of Swords. And I want to see, okay, so there is something that you have to, it's almost like you have to deal with, you have to accept. But then what happens after that? The Two of Cups, okay? The Two of Cups actually showing that there will be some kind of divine help coming to you. Now, specifically on this card, we're seeing arrows coming to rescue Psyche, all right, who is being trapped in the middle. And I think this card has a lot to do with the first card, Eight of Swords, because Eight of Swords is literally you being trapped in a place. And here we are seeing someone rescuing you. Okay, you can see on the card very clearly. So I do feel that perhaps there's also something saying if this is about a love situation, this could be about you maybe thinking someone was perfect for you. Someone was the one that you really wanted to have, perhaps for a long period of time. But what you don't know is that someone else much better is flying towards you, is coming to rescue you from this stuck place. But perhaps at this moment, you're not seeing that person yet. But I guarantee you that it's not going to be that far away. All right. Now, if this is about a financial money situation, this could also be saying that something will not work out, but then there will be a different solution for you. Okay. It's almost like, again, like a sense of rescue coming to you. So I do think that that's good. All right. Eventually, everything will work out. Very good. Now we're going to pull um, one card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Okay. Good. Oh, actually, I'm also going to pull a card from the Astro Code Oracle. Okay, so two more, and then we're going to have a look at what other things you need to know during this process. Okay, for our beautiful group number one. Thank you, universe. Just one card for our group number one, please. Thank you. We have got retrograde review. Yeah, literally, we're still in Mars retrograde. Did we talk about that? So this Mars retrograde is really, really saying that, okay, there are certain things we need to stop, we need to look back, and we need to learn our lessons. I think for a lot of you guys who are pursuing love, thinking about relationships specifically, with this Mars retrograde, I really feel that it's not the right time for you to keep pushing forward. At least I think we need to wait until February, right, for things to really move forward a little bit more. And also with this retrograde card, it also tells you to learn your past lesson. Do not, trip over the same rock twice, right? All right. One more card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Final advice for our group number one. Okay. Ooh, okay, yeah, okay. So so we got Midas greed. Okay. Now I'll tell you what this means. Okay. Now Midas does not mean that you are greedy per se. And of course, this is a general reading. Maybe some of you guys are greedy if you think you are. But usually the way I see this card is our stubbornness. It's the way that we're so stubborn in our own way that it's almost like things must be this way, or I'm not let go. I'm not gonna change, right? This is who I am, and I'm always like this. Sometimes this card just needs us to reflect on the stubbornness or the part about that it just never we can never change, right? And sometimes we need to review together, especially with this retrograde card. We need to understand what part of us that we really need to have a little bit flexibility in and how we want to improve that. Again, I'm seeing two different areas. One thing is about your finance, money related issues. The other thing is actually about your relationship and love life. Now, by the way, regarding money, I'm also thinking that this could be about maybe you waiting for a payment. Okay, maybe you're waiting for someone to pay you or whatever, but you have to wait because of certain situation that you cannot change. You just have to wait for it to come to you. Okay, very good. All right. Thank you so much, my beautiful group number one. I hope this has provided you with some useful guidance and wisdom that you need for this full moon in Cancer. I wish all of you guys a fantastic time, and I look forward to seeing all of you guys very soon in the next reading session. Have a wonderful week. Hello, my beautiful group number two. Thank you very much for joining this reading session. You have chosen the second option, which is a beautiful wolf howling towards the sky with a beautiful moon behind it. Maybe you are an animal lover, maybe you love dogs or wolves, or you just feel attracted to the beauty of this picture. Now, either way, this is a reading session for you. Let's have a look at what this full moon in Cancer is saying to you. First of all, three cards, we're going to look at what your current energy is, what could be blocking you, and also what could be helping you during this period of time. First card, we have got Mercury, god of communication, talking, and travel. What could be blocking you is Vesta. Okay. And what could be helping you at this period of time is Vulcan. Okay. Good energy. All right. Now, first of all, my beautiful group number two, Mercury in the first house is about you being smart, being very resourceful. Okay. You are very intelligent. You're also a very quick learner. You absorb information very, very fast, and you can always adapt in different situations. Mercury in the first house is a natural communicator. Okay. So this is also about you guys being very good at talking to people, being curious, asking questions, right? Getting the information you need. Also, Mercury could be very good when it comes to connecting with people. And also, some of you guys might be just very well traveled. However, we have got the Vesta actually blocking you at this period of time. Now, generally speaking, I like Vesta's energy because she's pure, she's protected, and she's in her own sacred sanctuary. But when she's blocking you, this could be saying that for some of you guys, there is a lack of peace maybe happening in your life at this moment. Or maybe for some of you guys, maybe you're spending too much time staying at home, and thus you might be feeling a very, very stuck in where you are. Sometimes staying at home is nice because it gives us a sense of safety, right? Our own home is our own protection, is our own, psychological comfort zone, right? So you can hustle and bustle out there, but at the end of the day, you want to go home. But that's energy could be saying that maybe you're spending too much time at home and you're doing too many domestic stuff. And thus maybe it's very, very important for you guys to go out there, specifically when it comes to perhaps, reaching your goal, right? And finding your career, connecting with people, receiving new opportunities and things like that. Now, because you also got Vulcan sitting on top, I think this is a further confirmation. Now, Vulcan is the energy that is actually helping you during this period of time. Who is Vulcan? All right. Vulcan is the god of metalcraft. He is a work god, right? He almost looks like a blacksmith, right? Holding a hammer and he's forging metal every day. And so Vulcan is talking about that industriousness in us, the sense of hard work, the sense of, our own sense of conscientiousness, our focus, right, on the things that we want to produce. So together with this Mercury energy, I do feel that perhaps a lot of you guys, maybe your work has a lot to do with talking, or your work has a lot to do with communicating with people. Maybe some of you guys are sales, maybe some of you guys are consultants, right? Things like that. But one thing I want to say to you is that if you have been feeling that you're a little bit stagnant in your development, maybe like what I said, you're spending too much time at home, or you are not really expanding your, let's say, your professional circle, you're not getting enough opportunities. I do feel that you need to do a little bit more. But also, I feel that because Vulcan is helping you, it also just tells you that if you already know that you're good at what you do, you already have the confidence in creating the future you have, just focus on that. And the opportunities will come when the timing is right. All right. But of course, at the same time, always remember to communicate. If you're hesitating, by the way, if you're hesitating whether you should send an email to someone to ask for help or ask for, an offer or things like that, do that by all means. All right. Very good. Now, we're going to pull 3 cards from Mythic Tarot. Let's have a look at your progress, all right, during this full moon in Cancer cycle. Very good. All right. Thank you, universe. Please kindly help our group number 2. All right. Oh, too many. We just need 3. Okay. Thank you, universe, for our group number 2. What do we need to know? Okay. First card, 3 of Swords. Okay, now this card usually is saying that maybe at this period of time, you have been feeling a little bit disappointed by certain issues. Maybe you had expectations about, what you're expecting, but maybe they didn't deliver that to you. So sometimes 3 of Swords could also really talking about the part of you that you are feeling, what did I do wrong? Right? I didn't do anything wrong, but why are you doing this to me? It's a little bit like that kind of energy, right? So first of all, I think 3 of Swords sitting at the first position is really asking you to know how to release, for example, the pain, or how to heal, right, from the wounds that you have had. Second card we have got is a Tower. Wow, this is actually quite intense for our group number 2. The Tower is definitely talking about the change and the fundamental change, right, that is happening. But because this card is happening after 3 of Swords, I do feel that it is also telling you that whatever that is no longer working out for you, that you need to release it. You need to let it go, okay? Because whatever thing that you're holding on to in yourself is not going to help you move forward with more success and more happiness. Next card we're having is called Page of Pentacles, okay? Now the Page of Pentacles could be talking about a new beginning. Page is always talking about new messages, right? New opportunities, or something that you're planting and waiting for it to grow. The Tower with Page of Pentacles, I literally see this as after a bushfire. And then we're seeing the new a green, right, sprouting from the ashes. Now, so I feel that for a lot of guys who are choosing this pile number two, there's something that is fundamentally collapsing in your life, but because it's not good for you, because it just doesn't work for you. And what is going to happen after that is once all these things are collapsing, then you're welcoming this new sense of life and this new sense of regeneration in your life. I just want to pull one more card and to see where is this Page of Pentacles going, all right? The Queen of Swords, okay. The Queen of Swords is about your unwavering beliefs, your principles about what is right and what is wrong to you. And I do think that with this energy, it's about you building your confidence, you building yourself based on what you believe in, you know, your firm beliefs about your values, right, who you are. Sometimes Queen of Swords could also be talking about a very important woman. Okay, this could be about an air sign woman, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra woman in your life that could be also able to help you, offer you the assistance that you actually need in order to have this seed, right, regenerate or sprouting again. All right. Now, I really want you guys to release a lot of the difficulties and the harsh feelings that you have had. And I understand that sometimes my beautiful pile number two is not your fault. Certain things collapses not because you did anything wrong, but sometimes it's also because other people's conveniences, their trouble, their issues. But what you need to do is to know what is important to you and whether you need to carry those heavy burdens or heavy memories with you or not. And if they don't work out for you, let them collapse and let them go. Okay? Very good. Now we're going to pull one card from Astrocult Oracle. Okay? Thank you, universe. Please help our group number two. Please give our group number two a little bit of guidance. Thank you. We have got the first house arrival. Yeah, beautiful. Now, this card always tells you that it's important that you know who you are. Sometimes the first house is talking about the impression that you're giving to the outside world, your attitude, right? The way you dress, the way you talk, things like that. So I do feel that, especially when it comes to the Three of Swords energy, whatever disappoints you or pierces your heart, what you need to do is to also to be careful with the way you react to it, right? And sometimes I think the way we react to things is not just about how I react to you, right? But it's more about everything I do is also a reflection of who I am. So I think whatever decisions you want to make with your situation, the first house is always asking you, it's not about what they do, but it's more about who do you think you are and what kind of person you want to show, right? You want to let the world, outside world, see in you. So this is more for you rather than to other people. All right. Now, one card from our Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Okay. And also, I have a very strong feeling. Yeah, I just want to go back to this Vesta energy blocking you. So earlier I said maybe spending too much time at home and blah, blah, blah. There's another thing that could be blocking you at this moment is a process of healing. So for some of you guys, if you are actually still having problem with healing from your Three of Swords, this heartbroken energy, I do feel that maybe it takes a little bit time. And if you ask me, what's the best way for you to facilitate this healing process? Again, we're going to Vulcan. The Vulcan energy is about focus on your work. Focus on the productivity you have. Focus on what you are creating now instead of focusing on what you have lost. All right. Now, one last card. Thank you, universe. Thank you so much. Please just give us one last advice for our beautiful group number two. Okay. All right. This is it. Thank you. Leadership, Theseus. Okay. Now, this card again. This card is ruled by Aries, and literally on the card first house, we're seeing a stag there, and stag is an Aries, so we got double confirmation. When you have got this much Aries energy in you, it's telling you to be courageous. Courageous, independent, mentally strong. And mentally, when I say independent, I'm not talking about you are not living with your parents, that kind of superficial stuff. I'm talking about you really focusing on making every decision in your life, not because how other people are treating you, but because this is how you want your life to be and how you like your life to proceed, right? Do everything for you rather than doing everything because, oh, they did this, that's why I have to do this. It's a different concept. It's about not letting other people's attitude or their action or their decisions hinder the person that you want to be for yourself. Very, very beautiful. Love this energy, my group number 2. And I'm sending you a lot of blessings and protections and hope that you can be very strong and very determined during this period of time. And just know that everything will be fine. Everything will work out for you. Okay. Release the unnecessary past, resentment, difficult feelings, whatever things that we cannot digest, and move towards this new regeneration and this new opportunity ahead of you. Thank you so much, my beautiful group number 2. And remember, if you like the reading, always subscribe, like, and share it with the people you care about. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys very soon in the next reading session. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Thank you so much for joining this reading session. This is Letao, your astrologist and your spiritual counselor. You guys have chosen pile number 3. And on the picture, you can see there is a man and there's a golden moon behind him. If you resonate with picture or if you really like the image of this piece of art, possibly this is a reading for you. Now, first of all, we're going to pull 3 cards from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at what is your current energy, what energy that could be possibly blocking you, and also we're going to look at what could be helping you during this period of time. All right. Thank you very much, universe. 3 cards for our group number 3. Thank you. First card, Athena, goddess of justice, wisdom, and rationality. Beautiful. What could be blocking you is Medusa. All right. And what could be helping you is Vulcan. Okay. Now, I think another group also put out Vulcan as the energy that is assisting us. But in this group, there's also a little bit like a different message here. So I'm going to explain what this actually means to you guys. Now, first of all, you have Athena in the as the first position coming out. Athena is usually talking about the sense of leadership in you. She's confident, she's self-assured, and she has a very sharp and intellectual mind. When you have Athena in the first house, perhaps I would say a lot of you guys who are watching this video, maybe you are very enterprising. Maybe you are a leader, maybe you run your own business, or you have very strong idea about what you want to pursue and what you want to do in your life. Now, Athena in a good way is really giving you the assurance that you are enough, right? You have all the qualities and you have all the talents you actually need to make things happen and make a victory there. Athena, this energy, what really requires you to do is very, very simple, is to be confident, is to showcase to the world that you have control over your life and you have a plan and you have a strategy and you have things, in the pipeline that you are planning to do, that you are planning to achieve. So I like this energy. I think for a lot of you guys who are choosing pile number 3, you are already embracing that kind of Athena energy in you. Now, what could be helping you at this period of time is Vulcan on top. Now, Vulcan and Athena, both of them are actually similar in the way that they both are gods of crafts, right? Both of them forge weapons and they also forge metal and they make things, right? For example, Vulcan makes swords and Athena would be doing the weaving, right? She's very good at textile and weaving things with thread. And so both of them are creations, are creators. And with Vulcan Athena, this could be telling you very, very possibly that you need to really focus on your career development, what kind of let's say practical results that you can make at this moment. Now, what could be blocking you is this Medusa. Now, Medusa is a very much sort of like a self-imposed negative thinking. Now, because Vulcan is the energy helping you, it needs you to have patience. See, Vulcan's energy is usually not very glamorous. It's not that kind of, flashy victory. Vulcan is humble. There's a sense of strong humility in there. So with this Medusa energy, you gotta be careful because sometimes when things are taking time, you might be feeling very negative. You might be feeling, but because I'm not seeing the result, I'm not seeing what I want now. That's why it affects my mood. And that's something you have to really be careful with because Vulcan tells you the result is there for you, but it usually takes a little bit time. All right. Now, this is what I mean by maybe the sense of hero or heroine in you right now is a little bit at the backdrop. Okay, it's not coming 100% to the front line yet. However, in our mind, we're really desiring that glamorous result. All right. So one of the things for this group, I would say, is keep your confidence high, keep your productivity high, while at the same time release any type of self-negative talk. All right. Very beautiful. Now we're gonna pull 3 cards from Mythic Tarot. Let's have a look at how things are actually moving with you. Okay, the progressions. All right, for our beautiful group number 3. We're gonna give the cards a thorough shuffle. All right. Thank you, universe. Please give us some kind of useful guidance and helpful wisdom for our beautiful group number 3 for their this lunar full moon in Cancer cycle. All right. Thank you so much, universe. First card coming out, we got 10 of Wands. So this is definitely showing that you have some mental burden there. Maybe you're thinking about certain things are kind of like up in the air and you're thinking, okay, well, I'm going to finish that. Can I do that? Is it going to be, everything's going to go well? Is everything's going to go smoothly, right? You might have just have a lot of mental burden at this moment. And then we have got the lovers. Not very good. Lovers card usually is talking about your personal choice. It is also talking about relationship management and meeting people. And literally, we're actually seeing Paris on this card facing 3 goddesses. This is coming from the very famous story, The Judgment of Paris. Now, the ultimate meaning of lovers is about making the right choice for you. However, when I say making the right choice, I really want you guys to know that there's really not really a absolute right choice there. At the end of the day, it's really asking you what is really in line with your purpose and with the thing that you truly want. And what is very interesting on the card is we got Athena, we've got Aphrodite, we got Hera. And because you yourself is Athena in here. So this is usually telling you that when you are making the choices, perhaps there is something that you should choose at this moment. And Athena is about your rationality, career success, victory, right? Things like that. So definitely like what I said, this is a period of time for you to really prioritize your work rather than, for example, relationship, dating, love. This is really about how you build yourself as a very strong individual. All right. Then after that, we have got the star. Beautiful. Okay. The star is a card of hope, positivity, optimism, right? Healing, right? We get all these kind of beautiful energies with the star card. I love this so much. The star depicts Pandora opening the box and all the ugly things are flying out, diseases, jealousy, hatred, resentment, sickness. But at the end, what flies out of the box is this beautiful golden angel, and her name is Hope. And that is the angel. At the end of the day, Pandora was able to keep in the box, and that is why this card representing the ultimate energy of healing, hope, positivity. Us having this very positive and optimistic mindset about our future, and we don't feel down and we don't feel that, oh, nothing can happen. And I think this card is a perfect a card to show up when you have got Medusa blocking you earlier, right? Because I said Medusa is that kind of self-negative talking, the self what do you call it, sabotage, right? Energy. The good things are actually out there for us, but we tend to look at the negative side. So this star card is really, really amazing. Now, another thing that I'm also seeing for some of you guys is that the lovers and the stars is also showing that maybe there's going to be something far away from you. This could be about maybe a truly maybe a work partner, right? Some kind of collaboration could come actually to you through some kind of maybe internet or long distance communication, because the star is also representing things that are far away or international. And we've got the lovers card there, which is talking about a partner. But I don't think this is about a romantic partner. I think this could be about some kind of a work related collaboration. Maybe this is a choice. Maybe they're approaching you soon and it's up to you to say yes or no. All right. But either way, I think this is very, very beautiful. I also think that the star coming after the Ten of Wands is also giving you a sense of refreshment. When you're feeling so burdened and pressured by the Ten of Wands, then we got the star, which is giving you that sense of, it's almost like giving you a lift, okay? Giving you that sense of hope towards your future. Love this energy. All right. Now, we're going to pull one card from a Star Code Oracle. All right, let's see what other messages are there for our beautiful group number 3. Thank you, universe. Just one card. Wow. Okay, we've got Sagittarius. Beautiful. Now, Sagittarius literally says expansion. Now, what is interesting is that, again, earlier I mentioned there could be something far away from you, coming to you, and literally Sagittarius rules the domain of foreign countries, foreign culture, and foreign languages. So we're definitely seeing there's something related to international expansion or international connections coming to you, okay? So just bear that in mind. Now, we're going to pull one card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes and see what other things are coming out there. There's some kind of very interesting expansion coming to you, okay? So my beautiful group number 3, be open-minded about it and also be confident to take the opportunity, okay? Very good. One card for our beautiful group number 3. Thank you, universe, from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. One card. Protection Althea. Okay, beautiful. Now, this card tells you that if you're actually seeing some kind of opportunities coming up for you, don't hesitate. You are being protected. This card is giving you it's almost like a relief and telling you that whatever offers comes to you, it's not with evil intention, right? It's not bad. It just needs you to be very positive. It needs you to really believe in it. And it also tells you that you are being protected and you are being looked after. All right. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah. Also, I want to pull one last card from the major arcana. I want to see what other things do you need to know, or let's say, what do you need to be? Okay. What kind of qualities you need to embrace during this period of time when these kind of opportunities or expansion coming up for you. Okay. Thank you so much, universe. Just one card, and we got the Hanged Man. Now, this card usually tells you that it's important that you don't feel that you need to keep everything, okay? So what I mean by that is when certain opportunities are coming to you, there are certain things you're getting, there are certain things you're losing. Now, it's important as a hangman energy, you can actually see things from a different perspective. And also, what did I say about patience? My beautiful group number 3. Patience is the key, and patience will bring you to where you need to be. And earlier I said this Vulcan energy, right, was this, all right? This card that we talked about is all talking about the patience, the humility, right? And the step-by-step process you have to go through. By the way, the Hangman is number 12 in tarot. 12 goes to 3, right, in numerology. You also have got Althea, which is number 12. Now you got double 12 or double 3 here. Double 3 means calming influence. So also a good news for you guys is whatever chaos, let's say, you guys are going through, you are going to see a sense of release or a relief from that chaos, from that stripes that you've been going through. There's going to be something that is more calming, that is more comfortable to you guys. All right. Very beautiful. Love this reading. My pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you like my reading, please subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you love. And feel free to make a comment if you have any questions. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys very soon in the next reading session. Have a wonderful week. Bye.